on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL...
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Tampa. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And inside give to Jones.
Holding offense.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Anders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case,
but now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks. And remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
The tight end in motion right. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far. The sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they've been building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Anders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs 33-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 1. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Down and 3 yards to go.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We begin in Charlotte, a good NFC matchup between Seattle and Carolina. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. K.J. Hamler, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
First down, Saints.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Down to the 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down now, Anders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints coming out now to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jones again. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop. Now on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down in the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd down and 4. Now a give right side. It's Thornton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Thornton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Dennis Allen, he makes a call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
And the Saints 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Thornton. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. The give is to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Saints, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Benson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Mosley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Mosley. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's O'Brien. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mosley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Benson. He finds his man. Complete. It's O'Brien. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking. 1st and 10. Benson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Powering his way forward. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Benson. And Davis has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Benson over the middle, complete. That's O'Brien. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball. Those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. But Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He finds his man complete. That's O'Brien. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll run on first down. Mosley. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Benson looking middle, and that's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Benson. His throw caught. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, that was is a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. They'll look to throw here on first down as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where it was the Cardinals who come away with the victory at home. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On first down, Mosley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To throw on second down, Benson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That is absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
From the gun on third down, Benson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's O'Brien. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's O'Brien. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. An inside give to Jones. the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick here is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
On 1st down, Benson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Benson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Benson. For the left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Dancing away at the 30. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So now the Panthers down by 7. 1:07 remaining. This is where your playoff medal is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw. This one caught by Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's going to let this go. Back of the... Got him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. 9 seconds, no timeouts left. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching, and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Cards and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron.
For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done.
And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special team, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Turner. And incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now Turner from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. If this offense believes in it, which I believe that it does, they could be the ones to break that streak. And having spent time around this team, I'm starting to believe they're going to get it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a throw here, hauled in. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Slot man moves right. First down. Here's the run with Martin. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Turner to throw on third down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on third down. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. And here's Turner to throw from his end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They run over center with Martin. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Turner. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Back to throw. Turner. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Turner throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Turner. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Martin running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw is Turner. To throw on 2nd down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 7. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This now a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and he'll just pick up. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Turner now. A final shot before break. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On second down, it's Thornton, and he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 11. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Now Turner throwing to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Looking to throw. Turner. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When you get into the second half of a tied ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Thornton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. you're not really ready when you go out there and all that.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now a 2nd and 10. A give going right to Martin. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Turner. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Turner throwing on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Turner. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Turner. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Again, taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
It'll be a 48-yard. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 6. A minute 55 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing after the interception. Turner. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And here's Turner on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.